Students, in the past video lecture, we have solved few problems based on units and dimensions. And in this video session also, we will be solving few problems based on units and dimensions, which are asked in previous NEET and as well as JEE mains and advanced examinations. Now, coming to this first question, pressure depends on distance. Pressure depends on distance as P is equal to alpha by beta exponential of minus alpha z divided by k theta, where alpha beta are constant and z is the distance, k is Boltzmann constant and theta is the temperature. The dimensions of beta, you are supposed to find out dimensions of this beta. Okay, and when we are about to solve these problems, you should keep rules which I have discussed in lecture 1. First rule is that dimensions of same type can be added or subtracted. Dimensions of same type can be added or. So these are the three rules which we have already learned in the lecture 1. So keeping these three rules in mind, now I will solve this problem. It is being given P is equal to pressure, right? P is equal to pressure. And what is dimension of pressure? Pressure is equal to force by area. Force is M, L. Force is mass into acceleration, right? Acceleration is L, T power minus 2. Area dimension is L square. L and L gets cancelled. This is M, L power minus 1, T power minus 2. That is dimension for pressure. And next, you are being given P is equal to alpha by beta exponential of this total parameter, where alpha beta are constant, z is distance, k is Boltzmann constant and theta is temperature. Now you should find out dimensions of beta, right? Now, as given in the problem, pressure P is equal to alpha by beta. That means dimensions of pressure should be equal to dimensions of alpha by beta, because dimensions on rule 3, what does it state? Principle of homogeneity tells that dimensions of physical quantities on left hand side and right hand side should be equal. So pressure dimension should be equal to alpha by beta, where alpha is constant, beta is constant. Here you may have a question in your mind, sir, you are not taking the whole expression, you are only taking alpha by beta. See, I am not including this because this total part which is present, that is inside exponential term, right? It is inside the exponential function. As this is exponential function, as this is exponential function, we are not including that in the basic relation which I have took in this case, right? P is equal to alpha by beta. I am not including this because e power minus of alpha z divided by k theta, this is equal to m power 0, L power 0, T power 0. As it is dimensionless because it is exponential function. Look at rule 2, it states that exponential functions are dimensionless. So e power minus this total becomes 0. So that's the reason why I am not including here. Okay. Now, in order to find out dimensions of beta, check it in this equation, you should find out dimensions of beta. In order to find out dimensions of beta, however, you know dimensions of pressure. It is already written here, but you do not know dimensions of alpha. Alpha dimensions are not known to you. You should find out dimensions of this alpha value, right? I should find out dimensions of alpha. I can substitute that here so that you will be getting dimensions of beta. Now, in order to find out dimensions of alpha, I will use this e power minus alpha z divided by k theta is equal to m power 0, L power 0, T power 0. Now, as this total is dimensionless, you can write alpha z divided by k theta is also equal to dimensionless. Exponential function as a whole is dimensionless, then this total is also equal to dimensionless. Now coming to this, we have alpha z. What is z given here? Z is distance. Z is distance. So as Z is distance, it have dimension L divided by K is Boltzmann constant. Boltzmann constant will have some dimensions, and theta is the temperature. Temperature dimension is K. So it is K, and temperature dimension, I am writing it as Kelvin. It is K, and I am denoting this as K dash is equal to m power 0, L power 0, T power 0. Let me take this as equation number 1. Now you do not know dimensions of Boltzmann constant, right? So Boltzmann constant, you can write PV is equal to N kb into T. This is ideal gas equation. PV is equal to N kb T, where kb is Boltzmann constant. Kb is equal to PV divided by T, where N is number. So number dimensions you need not take. So this is not considered. Kb is equal to PV divided by T. That I'll substitute there. So what is Kb? Kb is equal to PV divided by temperature T. It is represented with theta in this problem. So I will mark that also. I'll mark this also in terms of theta so that I can cancel that. It is theta. Substitute this here. Alpha L divided by PV divided by theta into theta is equal to m power 0, L power 0, T power 0. Theta and theta gets cancelled. Now from here you can write down alpha is equal to m power 0, L power 0, T power 0 is equal to 1. So it is 1 into PV divided by L. What is P? P is pressure, V is volume, L is length. Now this is alpha dimensions. Let me take this as equation number 2. Now from this first equation, like this is equation A, now take this as P is equal to alpha by beta. But what is alpha? PV divided by L into beta. This P and P gets cancelled. What is left over there? Beta into L is equal to V. So what will be dimensions for beta? Beta is equal to V divided by L. What is V? V is volume. Volume have dimension L cube divided by L. L gets cancelled. Beta have dimensions of L square. So what you can write for beta? M power 0, L square, T power 0. This is the dimensions of beta value. So it is m L square T power 0. M L square T power 0 is the dimension for beta. That is what you can use principle of homogeneity, and you can use rule number 2 and 3, and you can find out the final expression for beta. Students, you have one more question here. The equation of state of real gas is given by P plus A by V square and into V minus B is equal to RT. The dimensions of constant A. You should find out dimensions of this constant A. Right? Here P is equal to pressure and V is equal to volume. A and B are constants. R is equal to real gas constant. T is equal to temperature. These are the terms: pressure, volume, gas constant, and T is temperature. These are given to you. You should find out dimensions of A. Okay. So in order to find out dimensions of A, see what is rule 1. Rule 1 states that dimensions of same type can be added or subtracted. Right. So in this problem, as A divided by V square is added to pressure. Is it not? See this term, this total term, it is added to pressure, as this total term is added to pressure, A by V square, as it is added to pressure, A by V square should have dimensions of pressure. A by V square should also have dimensions of pressure, because dimensions of same type can be added or subtracted. So pressure dimension should be equal to dimensions of A divided by V square, because this should be same. If P is pressure, A by V square also should be pressure. Now what is dimensions of pressure? It is M L power minus 1 T power minus 2 is equal to A divided by V is volume. Volume is L cube whole square. V square is there, no? What is V? V is L cube. L cube whole square. Now from here you can write A is equal to M L power minus 1 T power minus 2 and L power 6. A have dimensions M L power 5 T power minus 2. This is dimensions of A. That is answer. You are asked to find out dimensions of A. It is completed. Now going to additional information. See, check it up in this problem. The same question. V is volume. B is subtracted from volume. As B is subtracted from volume, dimension of B is equal to dimension of volume. Okay, so B will have dimensions of L cube, because volume is equal to length into breadth into height. So we will have B will have dimensions of L cube. So like that, you can use rule 1 here. You can use rule 1 and you can solve this problem. Dimensions of same type can be added or subtracted. So as P is added to A by V square, A by V square should also have same dimensions of B. And B is subtracted from volume. B also should have same dimensions as that of volume. Students, this question, it has been asked many times in entrance examinations. Many times it has been asked. So pay attention clearly. See, we have Planck's constant. Planck's constant, it is h. Speed of the light is c. Gravitational constant is g. Are used in the form of a unit length and a unit of mass. The correct options are dash. Which of the following are correct options? You need to check that. Okay. So we will solve this. First, in order to solve this problem, we should write down the dimensions of Planck's constant, speed of the light, and as well as gravitational constant. First, we will write down the dimensions of those all constants, and then we will solve this problem. Nu is frequency, h is Planck's constant, E is energy. I should now find out dimensions of h. H is equal to E divided by nu, where nu is frequency. What is dimension of energy? M L square T power minus 2 divided by, what is frequency? Frequency is time inverse, T power minus 1. This is equal to M L square T power minus 1. That is dimension of Planck's constant. M L square T power minus 1. Next, speed of the light. You can write down dimensions of speed of the light. Speed of the light. Speed dimensions is L T power minus 1. That is speed of light dimension. Next, coming to number 3, gravitational constant. So in order to derive formula for gravitational constant, you should first write down the equation where gravitational constant is involved. Gravitational constant is involved in this basic relation. F is equal to capital G M1 M2 divided by R square. From here you can write G is equal to F R square divided by mass whole square, because M1 and M2 are mass. Mass into mass is mass whole square. Now I'll use this and I'll write down the dimensions. G dimension will be equal to force M L T power minus 2, R is length whole square divided by mass M whole square. This m and m gets cancelled. It is m power minus 1 L cube t power minus 2. That is dimension of gravitational constant G. Okay. Now what it is mentioned in the problem? It is mentioned in the problem that H comma C comma capital G are base quantities. Base quantities. We should write dimensions of L and M in terms of H comma C comma G. So L is length. You should write down L in terms of HCG, and M is mass. Mass dimension is capital M, but in this problem it is not like that. We are asked to derive dimensions of mass in terms of H, C and G. You should write it in terms of H, C and G. So I do not know L how many times it is repeating H, C and G. So therefore what I'll do, I'll use this. Let L is proportional to H power A, C power B, G power C. Okay, I do not know like how many times, like on what factors L is depending on. So I will simply write L is directly proportional to H raised to some power A, C raised to power some B, and G raised to power C. Now L is equal to H. H is Planck's constant. I should write down its dimension. M L square T power minus 1 raised to power A. C is L T power minus 1 raised to power B. And G is M power minus 1 L cube T power minus 2 raised to power C. Right? So dimensions of those physical quantities you have already written here. And if I remove this proportionality, I should include some constant. That constant is numerical value. So I am not including it in dimensional formula. So L is length. Okay. So L is equal to, now write these expressions in this way. M power A, L power 2A, T power minus A. Similarly, L is raised to power B, T is raised to power minus B, M power minus C, L power 3C, and T power minus 2C. Okay, just I am opening the bracket and I am writing A to all these. Similarly, B power I am expanding to this, C power also. Now in this you have M and M. So I can write, as bases are same, powers can be equated. M power A minus C. Similarly, bases are same. I can add those powers for L. L it is 2A. Check it up. L plus B and L plus 2C. Next, time T power minus A and T power minus B, T power minus 2C. That should be equal to L power 1. Okay. So left hand side you can write it as M power 0, L power 0, L power 1, T power 0. Right hand side you have mass, length and time. From here you should find out the values of A, B and C and substitute in this basic equation number 1. So I'll write down here M power A minus C is equal to, left hand side you do not have any mass. L has power 3C. L, okay. Last one, right? Here I think. So L power 2A, L power B and L power 3C, right? Very good. Here it is 3C. I'm sorry. Similarly, T, check it up, minus A, minus B and minus 2C. Okay. Now, left hand side you have mass. Sorry, right hand side you have mass. Left hand side you do not have mass, so it is M power 0. I will equate it to M power 0. What do you get from here? You will get A is equal to C. Is it not? A minus C is equal to 0. Bases are same, powers are equated. A minus C is equal to 0, so A will be equal to C. Now coming to next, length. L power 2A plus B plus 3C is equal to L power. Left hand side you have L power 1. I am equating it to L power 1. This gives you 2a. You can write from this. See, a is equal to c. I'll write this as 2a plus b plus 3a is equal to 1. That is 2a plus 3a, it is 5a plus b is equal to 1. 5a plus b is equal to 1. This is one expression we have got. Next, coming to time. Time t power minus a minus b minus 2c is equal to t power 0. Bases are same, powers can be equated. So I will write it as a and b are same. Sorry, a and c are equal. So minus a minus b minus 2a is equal to 0. Minus a minus 2a, it is minus 3a minus b is equal to 0. B is equal to minus of 3a. So minus 3a. This is b. Okay, take this b value, substitute in this expression. I can write this is 1. I'll mark those relations. A is equal to c. This is number 1. And 5a plus b is equal to 1. This is number 2. And b is equal to minus 3a. This is number 3. Now using these three a, b, c values, we can find out b is equal to minus 3a, a is equal to c. I can take that b and I can substitute here in this expression, so that you can write 5a minus 3a is equal to 1. 5a minus 3a, it is 2a. 2a is equal to 1. So a will be equal to 1 by 2. A value we have got. A is equal to 1 by 2. A is equal to 1 by 2. If a is equal to 1 by 2, we can find out what is b, and as well as what is c. We can find out those values. See here, a is equal to 1 by 2. Next, what about b? B is equal to minus 3 by 2. Next, what about c? C also equal to 1 by 2, because a and c are equal, right? C is equal to a is equal to 1 by 2. B is equal to minus 3 by 2. Now therefore you can write L is directly proportional to h power a is 1 by 2, c power b is minus 3 by 2, g power c is 1 by 2. So L is directly proportional to h power 1 by 2, c power minus 3 by 2, g power 1 by 2. So L is proportional to h g divided by c cube under root. Check it up. I can write it like this. H power 1 by 2 is h root. G power 1 by 2 is g root. C power minus 3 by 2. This is c power minus 3 by 2. I can write this as 1 divided by c power 3 by 2. This is 1 by c cube under root. Okay, so c cube I am involving here. So L is directly proportional to h under root h, g and c. Now check the options. We have L. L is directly proportional to root h. This is correct. Next, L is directly proportional to root g. This is also correct. So option C and option D are correct. Next, you should check M. Okay. So in order to check M, you should use the same procedure. You should use the same procedure and you should find out dimensions for M also. So that is left to you. You need to cross check that and check whether option A or option B, which of those two are correct. So in case of M, what you will do, simply you will just take this, instead of L, you will take M. Okay. M proportional to h power A, c power B, g power C. Likewise, if you write on left hand side as M, you can write A minus C is equal to 1, 2A plus B plus 3C is equal to 0, minus A minus B minus 2C is also equal to 0, because here left hand side L is 0 and T is also equal to 0. Now evaluate these three so that you will be getting one value for A, one value for B and one value for C. You will get values of A, B, C. Take this A, B, C and substitute in this expression so that you will be getting one expression for M. From that you can cross check which option is correct, M, A and B. Sometimes it can be both the options correct, A and B may be correct. You can cross check that. Let us solve one more example. A gas bubble from an explosion underwater oscillates with a time period t proportional to p power a, d power b, e power c. This is given to you in the problem. T is proportional to p power a, d power b, e power c, where p is the static pressure, p is equal to pressure, d is density, and E is energy. E is energy of the explosion. Find the values of A, B and C. You are supposed to find out the values of A, B, C. In order to find out the values of A, B, C, just like in the previous problem, how we have approached, same way we will approach for solution. First, we will write down dimensions for pressure. Dimensions of pressure is M, L power minus 1, T power minus 2. Dimension of density. Density is mass by volume. M, L power minus 3. Energy dimensions. Energy is force into displacement or work done. It is M, L square, T power minus 2. These are the dimensions of P, D and E. Take these dimensions and substitute in this T. T is equal to, proportionality I am removing and I am including a constant 1. P is M, L power minus 1, T power minus 2 raised to power A. Density is M, L power minus 3 raised to power B, and energy M, L square, T power minus 2 raised to power C. T and left side there is no M value and there is no L. So I will write it as M power 0, L power 0, T power 1 is equal to M power A, L power minus A, T power minus 2A, M power B, L power minus 3B, M power C, L power 2C, T power minus 2C. This is equal to M power A plus B plus C, L power minus A minus 3B plus 2C, T power minus 2A minus 2C, right? So that is the data which you have obtained. Now from here you will just equate, bases are same, powers are equated. So I'll write A plus B plus C is equal to 0. Next L minus A minus 3B plus 2C is equal to 0. Minus 2A minus 2C is equal to, time it is 1. Okay. So this from this you can write 2, I can take minus 2 common here. A plus C is equal to 1. A plus C is equal to minus of 1 by 2. A plus C value we have got. Now A plus C I can substitute. A plus C is equal to minus 1 by 2. Take that and substitute in this expression. Minus 1 by 2 plus B is equal to 0. B is equal to 1 by 2. Okay. As B is equal to 1 by 2, you can take this B and substitute in this first expression, or you can use that in this expression. See, we have minus A minus 3B plus 2C is equal to 0. So A plus C, or you can write it as B value we have got A plus B, A plus 1 by 2 plus C, I'm sorry, just hold on for a while. So we have got A plus C value. Now see, we have got B value. After getting this B, take that B and substitute in this equation. Substituting in that equation, we will be getting value for C. C is equal to 1 by 3. Take this C value, substitute in this expression. A plus 1 by 3 is equal to minus 1 by 2. And solving for A, you will be getting it as minus 5 by 6. So A, B, C values we have got. What are they? A is equal to minus 5 by 6, B is equal to 1 by 2, C is equal to 1 by 3. These are the values for A, B and C. Let us solve this problem. Consider a spherical gaseous cloud of mass density rho of R. It is given that it is mass density rho of R. So rho of R is equal to density. It is given in the problem. Rho of R in free space where R is the radial distance from the center. R is equal to distance. The gaseous cloud is made of particles of equal mass m. M is equal to mass, moving in circular orbits about the common center with same kinetic energy K. K is equal to energy. Remember, kinetic energy or potential energy or any form of energy that will be having same density units of energy. The force acting on the particle is their mutual gravitational force. If rho of R is constant in time, the particle number density n of R is equal to rho of R divided by m. So given n of R is equal to number density. Rho of R, n of R, it is number density. Number density is 1 divided by meter cube. Number density is a number per unit volume. So n of R is 1 by m power 3. Now what you are supposed to find out, G is gravitational constant given. G is gravitational constant. And now the force acting on the particle in their mutual gravitational force. Rho is constant in time, particle density. You should now find out dimensions for force, like which of these following equations is correct for force. That's what he is asking in the problem. See, the force acting on the particle is their mutual gravitational force. And these are values given to you. The particle number density n of R is equal to rho R divided by m is dash. I'm sorry. So here you should find out n of R. Number density is equal to what? So as we know, number density dimensions n of R is equal to L power m power 3. M is length. Length power 3, it is in denominator. So it will become minus 3. Right? N of R have dimensions L power minus 3. Now what you need to check is, as it is given 4 options, you are supposed to find out dimensions of n of R. What is the equation for n of R? Which of these following is correct? So for that, what you will do, if you take option A and write down its dimensions, you should get dimensions equal to L power minus 3. If you are getting dimensions of A as L power minus 3, option A is correct. Likewise, you can check option B. Take this option B, write down its dimensions. If you are getting L power minus 3, it means that option B is correct. Okay, like that, you should take each and every option and write down its dimensions. If it is equal to L power minus 3, then that option is correct. So like that, first I will only option A I will explain to you. You should cross check B, C and D by yourself. First, let me take option A. It has K divided by 2 pi R square M square into G. I'll write down the dimensions. What is K? Energy. M L square T power minus 2 by 2 pi is constant. R is length. Length square. M is mass. M square. G is gravitational constant. What is dimension for gravitational constant? We have F is equal to capital G M square divided by R square. G is equal to F R square divided by M square. F is M L T power minus 2 and it is R is L square divided by M square. So this will be written as G as M power minus 1. Check it up. m power minus 1, L power 3, T power minus 2. Okay. Now m square m power minus 1 gets cancelled, because m square m power minus 1 is m power 1. M power 1 in numerator and denominator gets cancelled. L square gets cancelled. T power minus 2, T power minus 2 gets cancelled. So what is left over here? It is 1 divided by L cube. This is L power minus 3, and this dimensions is equal to n of r. So option A is correct. Option A is correct. So as it is asked in JEE advanced exam, there may be more than 2 options correct. So you need to cross check option B, option C, and also option D. So just cross check this. However, see, option B, if you see, only 2 is not included between option A and option B. So K divided by pi r square m square g, option B is also correct. Next, coming to option C, only numerical constants are being included here. So between this and this, only 3 is extra, and denominator 2 is not present, but physical quantities are same. So option C is also correct. Next, option D, if you check, K divided by 6 pi r square m square g, all physical quantities which are involved in A, same quantities are involved in D also. Option D is also correct. So dimensionally, all those equations A, B, C, and D, all these are dimensionally correct. Okay, so any of these equations are dimensionally correct.